Dear Gemini, there are moments in life that cannot be explained by logic. An unexpected presence, a message from a name long asleep in memory, an accidental touch that makes your heart skip a beat. And then you realize, this is not a coincidence. The universe is shifting invisible pieces to bring you a sign you have been waiting for. Have you ever felt like someone was thinking about you even when you tried to ignore it? Have you ever suddenly called out someone's name without understanding why they appeared in your mind? That is when your Gemini intuition is whispering. A presence is about to enter, and it carries the answer to what has remained incomplete in your heart. This does not come to confuse you, but to help you find meaning, uncover truth, or even open a new destined door. If you are also feeling this energy, leave a comment. I'm ready to receive the unexpected presence. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next messages the universe wants to send you. So, make yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee, sit down with me, and let's begin the journey of decoding the mystery waiting for Gemini this week. Part 1. The Unexpected Presence. A message from the universe. Dear Gemini, sometimes we think that life is just a series of random events, that people come and go, that sudden situations are nothing more than coincidences. But this week, you will realize the opposite. The universe is preparing a strange experience for you. An unexpected presence will appear in your life through a message, a chance encounter, or even a seemingly meaningless sign on social media. But you know what? This is not random. It is a delicate arrangement the universe has orchestrated to awaken you. As a Gemini, you often have the tendency to rationalize everything. You look for explanations, analysis, and turn emotions into logic. But this presence cannot be explained by numbers or reasoning. It is a vibration you can only feel through intuition. It is the faster heartbeat when you least expect it, the strange breeze that makes you stop in your tracks, the moment you suddenly think of someone without understanding why they appeared in your mind. Pay attention to the smallest details. A missed call from an unknown number that makes you hesitate but sets your heart racing. A name that keeps repeating in your head. A familiar melody that takes you back to distant days. These are the signals, the puzzle pieces the universe is setting in place so that you cannot ignore them. The one who is about to appear in your life is not just a person, but a sign, a message, helping you see more clearly the path you are on and why you need to be right here, right now. Gemini, you are always remarkable in your ability to see things from multiple perspectives. You are both an observer and a participant, analyzing with logic while also exploring with your soul's curiosity. But precisely because of this, you sometimes forget a simple truth. There are things that cannot be explained, only experienced. The universe is testing you. Do you have the courage to step out of the safe zone of logic and let intuition lead the way? Just this once? Don't be surprised if in the coming days you feel a strange urge. Maybe you will suddenly open your phone, intending to send a message to someone from your past. Maybe you will notice someone's gaze linger on you longer than usual. Maybe you will hear a familiar voice in the crowd that makes your heart tremble. None of this is accidental. It is the universe's reminder. Pay attention. It's time to listen. This unexpected presence may confuse you. You may ask yourself, why now? Why this person? Why do I feel this way? But you don't need to find the answers immediately. What you need is to allow your heart to open, to receive whatever is coming your way. Because only when you are fully present in this moment can you receive the true message the universe is sending you. Dear Gemini, this is not just a meeting. This is an opportunity for you to connect more deeply with yourself. When an unexpected presence comes close, it is like a mirror reflecting the longing you've hidden, the pain you haven't healed, or the hope you thought had faded. And if you are brave enough to face it, you will realize that everything is happening to help you grow, to bring you closer to your own soul. Let your intuition speak. Let your heartbeat guide you. And trust that the universe never sends you any presents without meaning. Behind it all, there is always a reason, a purpose, a lesson, a gift. If you are also feeling this flow of energy within you, leave a comment, "I'm ready to receive," as an affirmation to the universe that you are ready to accept whatever message is coming your way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to continue this journey of discovering the secrets the universe has reserved, especially for Gemini. So, make yourself a warm cup of tea or your favorite coffee, sit down comfortably, and let's dive into this journey together. This is just the beginning, and many more wonders await you in the next parts. Part 2. Unfinished Memories. The soul still calls your name. Dear Gemini, have you ever felt that there are chapters in your life that never truly closed? People who walked in, left a deep imprint, and then quietly disappeared, no goodbye, no clear reason. They left behind a vague emptiness, forcing you to create hundreds of theories to fill the gap. Yet, deep down, you know no theory can cover that absence. These are unresolved relationships, still alive, still silently calling your name, even when you try to deny them. Gemini has a particular habit. When your heart is hurt, you use your logic and endless curiosity to escape. You dive into work, into new knowledge, into fleeting connections, as if the busier you are, the fewer chances those memories will rise again. You make yourself lively, laughing in the crowd, making everyone believe you are fine, that you've forgotten. But when the lights go out, when you sit alone in the stillness of the night, unanswered questions whisper within you. Why did they leave? Why did the story end this way? And could I have done something differently? The universe understands that. And the universe never lets the unresolved remain asleep forever. That is why this week, that presence may return. Not to stir your wounds, not to cause you more pain, but to help you face the unfinished memories, to help you look deeper into your soul, and finally release you from the lingering questions. You may suddenly recall small details, an afternoon rain when you both took shelter together, a song you once hummed in unison, or the silent gaze that had to leave before any words were spoken. These memories do not return to make you weak, but to remind you how far you've come. You are no longer the Gemini of the past, the one who forced a smile to hide the pain. Now, you've learned how to touch your emotions, and because of that, you are strong enough to face what remains unfinished. The universe brings this person back not only because of the connection between you and them, but because of your own growth journey. They are like a door, a mirror, showing you how much you've matured, what you've learned from loss, and what value you've found in the long silence. Perhaps this return is a chance for you to find closure, to place a clear ending to an old chapter. But it could also be a reminder that part of you still needs healing, still needs a moment of honesty to finally say what was left unsaid. Dear Gemini, remember that closure doesn't always come from an apology or an explanation from the other person. True closure comes from within, when you are ready to look at the past without trembling, when you can smile and say, "I've learned what I needed to learn, and I am grateful for their presence in my life." Do not fear if old emotions rise again. See it as a sign that your heart is still alive, that you are still capable of loving deeply. And when this presence appears in the week ahead, let it be an opportunity to step closer to truth, to peace, and to inner freedom. Gemini, Are you thinking of a face as you hear these words? If an image of someone just flickered in your heart, leave a comment. I recognize that face. And don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell and continue with me on this journey of decoding the messages the universe has prepared for you. Part 3. The reason they return? A lesson for Gemini. Dear Gemini, you know, the universe never brings someone from the past back into your life by coincidence. Every appearance, every encounter, whether brief or profound, carries its own mission. And when someone who once left your life suddenly reappears this week, it is not just a simple reunion. It is a sacred signal from the universe, inviting you to reflect on your journey, to recognize what you need to learn, how you need to grow, and what you must release. For Gemini, this return can feel like a soul test, because you naturally live within many layers of emotions and thoughts, sometimes so scattered that you fail to recognize what truly matters to you. When the past resurfaces, it forces you to pause and ask yourself, how have I changed? What have I learned? And what do I need to move forward? The first lesson the universe wants you to see is maturity. Perhaps in the past you easily lost yourself in a relationship. You gave more than you received. You stayed silent when you should have spoken. You allowed others to cross your boundaries simply because you feared losing the connection. But today, looking back, you will see you are different. You have learned to love yourself more, to honor your boundaries, and to understand that true love never means losing yourself. Gemini often carries two extremes. On one side, an open heart ready to love and give. On the other, insecurity and fear of abandonment. This time, their return is meant to help you learn balance, to understand that the most beautiful love is the one that gives without forgetting to keep something for yourself. Because only when you are full within can you love another in a healthy and lasting way. This appearance may be to confirm that you were right in choosing to let go. Sometimes just a glance, a short conversation, is enough to help you realize that the decision you made back then was the best one for yourself. They did not come back to hold you, but for you to see the strength in choosing to move forward, even when your heart still lingered. But there is also the possibility that this return carries a new opportunity, a bond once missed, a love that never fully bloomed, may now be given the chance to live again, but this time with maturity and awareness from both sides. Then you could enter a completely different relationship, not a copy of the past, but a new journey where you can love in balance and sincerity. What matters most, Gemini, is that you see this event with clear eyes. Don't let the sweet memories of the past blur your present. And don't let old pain make you afraid to step forward. Consider this an opportunity to test yourself. Are you still as quick to lose yourself as before? Do you have the courage to say no to what no longer fits? And are you open enough to welcome something new, if that is truly what your soul desires? Dear Gemini, you must understand that the universe doesn't send you a return just to make you relive old wounds. Instead, this is the moment for you to see your own evolution. They are like a mirror, reflecting back your old self, so you can realize how far you have come. Don't see this return as a heavy trial, but as a gift, a chance to affirm, I am bigger, stronger, and I know what I deserve. Remember, every encounter carries a lesson. It could be a lesson in forgiveness, a lesson in courage, or simply a lesson in letting go. And whatever that lesson is, know that it always arrives at the right time, when you are ready to receive it. If a whisper inside you says that everything happens for a reason, don't ignore it. because the universe never arranges things without meaning. Everything that happens is meant to bring you closer to your true self, free, strong, and radiant. So, Gemini, open your heart and trust. Let this return become a precious lesson that helps you step forward with confidence and peace. And if you believe the universe never arranges things without meaning, leave a comment. I trust the universe. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can continue with me on this journey of decoding the sacred messages the universe has prepared just for you. Part 4. Emotions of Reunion. The mirror of Gemini's inner world. Dear Gemini, have you ever wondered how you would react if one day the person you thought belonged to the past suddenly stood before you? Imagine this. You're walking down a familiar street, or sitting in your favorite cafe, when suddenly your eyes meet theirs. In that instant, the whole world seems to pause. You don't hear the noise around you. You don't care about the small details anymore. Everything narrows down to one realization. They are really here. And then, a wave of conflicting emotions rushes in, leaving you surprised, confused, delighted, and anxious, all at once. Gemini is naturally emotional, yet often hides those emotions behind logic or distraction. You are easily pulled in many directions, living through multiple versions of yourself. A strong Gemini, a vulnerable Gemini, a curious Gemini, a cautious Gemini. And when the reunion happens, all these versions rise together, creating a storm of feelings within you. You want to ask how they've been, but you also want to keep your distance. You want to smile, but you also want to turn away. All of these contradictions are proof that this encounter is not simple. It is a doorway, a mirror, helping you see more clearly into your own heart. Notice this. When they look at you, their eyes not only remind you of memories, but also reflect back your present self. In the past, you may have tried to become someone else to please them, or held back your true emotions out of fear of being hurt. But today, you have the chance to recognize, I am no longer the same. The difference is not only in how you speak or act, but deeper in the inner maturity, the self-understanding you have gained over time. Gemini often has the ability to play many roles. You are flexible, intelligent, and easily adaptive. But this very quality sometimes makes you lose sight of your most authentic self. This reunion is like a test. The universe wants to know, will you dare to take off the mask? Will you stand firm in your truth? Or will you continue to let your layers of disguise dictate your actions? Here lies the important lesson. You don't have to control everything. You don't need the perfect words prepared. You don't need to predict the script. You only need to be present. Allow yourself to feel fully whatever comes. Joy, anxiety, even lingering pain. You don't need to rush into analysis. You only need to be honest with yourself and with the person before you. You may feel your heart tremble. You may feel confused. But that is not weakness. It is proof that you are still capable of being moved, that your heart is still alive, and that you are brave enough to face what you once avoided. And in that very moment, you will see your true self imperfect, but authentic and complete. Treat this reunion as a mirror of your soul. It shows you how far you have come, how much you have matured, and how much truth you allow yourself to live. The other person may have changed, or perhaps they remain the same. But the most important thing does not lie with them, it lies with you. How will you react? Which version of yourself will you choose to show in that moment? Dear Gemini, don't be afraid if your heart stirs again. And don't be too worried if this reunion reopens old wounds. These are only signals meant to help you understand yourself better. And no matter the outcome, a brief hello, a long conversation, or a meaningful silence, it will be a moment that brings you closer to your truth. If you are ready to face yourself when the past reappears, leave a comment. I'm ready for the truth. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to continue this journey with me, because many more messages from the universe are waiting for you ahead. Part 5. The lesson. A new door for Gemini. Dear Gemini, as this journey comes to an end, you will realize that the universe has never let anything happen in vain. The return of a person, the unexpected presence that seemed like coincidence, has in fact been carefully arranged to become a turning point in your life. This is not just a simple reunion, it is a lesson, an opportunity, and also a destined gift meant for the soul of Gemini. For some Gemini, this encounter will be the clear ending you've been longing for. All this time, you have lived with unanswered questions, with the confusion of a story that ended but never truly closed. This time, you may look them straight in the eye, hear what was never said, or simply feel that silence itself speaks volumes. And at that moment, you will feel lighter. No more struggle, no more torment, no more what if. You'll understand that it is time to close the chapter. And that very moment of closure will free you to move forward in peace and serenity. But for others, this could be a second chance, a new door opening, where you once thought it was sealed forever. Gemini, you often live with dual thoughts, two opposing emotions, and sometimes you miss what is precious, simply because you weren't clear enough, mature enough to hold on to it. This time, if the universe gives you another chance, it won't be like before. You are no longer the Gemini of the past, quick to rush, quick to hide your feelings, or lost between different versions of yourself. This time, you've learned to be more honest, more mature, to set boundaries, and to love without losing yourself. If this connection is reborn, it will begin on a new foundation where both of you meet again, not to repeat the old cycle, but to write a completely different chapter. The universe always operates with clear purpose. Whether the outcome of this reunion is closure or a new beginning, the ultimate message remains the same. You need clarity and peace, because Gemini is a sign that is always scattered, always living between choices, theories, and endless what-ifs. And that is why what you need most right now is not another question, but an answer. This event will bring you that clarity, a point of grounding, so you know whether to walk away from the past with an unburdened heart, or to step forward holding the hand of someone who has grown with you. See this return as a destined door. If it opens for you to walk alone, you will feel light, because at last you have broken free from the invisible strings that held you back. If it opens for you to walk with them, your heart will shine, because this time you can love with truth, with maturity, and with freedom. Whichever door it is still the universe's gift for you, the gift that helps you heal, rebirth, and live authentically. Dear Gemini, remember this meeting is not random. It comes to remind you of how strong you've been, how much you've grown, and that you deserve to live a life that is true, clear, and no longer bound by half-closed memories. The universe sends this person as a turning point, so you can reflect, heal, and be ready to step through a new door. If you are ready to receive this presence, leave a comment. I receive with wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the universe's messages, because this is only one of countless signs being sent to you And there are many more doors waiting for you to step through each one, carrying a lesson, a blessing, and a reason to keep moving forward, more radiant than ever. Dear Gemini, the journey we've just walked through is not only a story about unexpected encounters, but also a reminder for you to look back within yourself. The universe has sent you signs, returns, and even challenges not to confuse you, but to help you find clarity, learn to love yourself, and move forward with a more mature heart. The practical lesson you can carry with you is this: trust your intuition when logic leaves you uncertain. Allow yourself to live true to your emotions, set healthy boundaries, and never be afraid to let go of what no longer belongs to you. Only when you are honest with yourself are you truly free, and only when you dare to open your heart can you receive the beautiful things the universe is sending your way. If you can feel this energy, leave a comment. I receive with wisdom, as your affirmation to the universe that you are ready. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to continue this journey with me, because there are still so many precious messages waiting for you ahead. Remember, no appearance is ever random. Everything has its reason, and you are in the right place at the right time to learn what your soul needs. See you in the next video, where we will continue decoding the universe's profound messages together.